There's been some pretty crazy stuff going on recently with people driving Cybertrucks in Mexico. Two massive accidents in Mexico. One of them, it ended up going not too badly for the Cybertruck owner, and it kind of proved in that crash that the Cybertruck does in fact have a crumple zone. A lot of people say the Cybertruck doesn't have a crumple zone. A lot of the media have reported that. That's completely false. Of course it does have one, and in fact you can see in some of these photos here that it does operate, it does work normally. Now, in this crash that happened yesterday in Mexico, clearly the driver was going just an insane speed and has hit a pole. This crash was not involving any other vehicles that we know of. Absolutely mad. I mean, whatever they were doing with several passengers in the vehicle, amazing. Like, you would think, right, with a crash like this, you crash into a pole, you just obliterate the car. I mean, the Cybertruck is structurally incredibly strong and sound. So to have done this, they must have been going insanely fast in Mexico. What has happened to the passengers, and what are the details behind this story? Well, here they are. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. Guys, I'm just kind of on this thing right now of spruiking my solar system to other people. I want people to get solar, and the company I use have been amazing to deal with. I really highly recommend them. I'll put a link in the description below. They will give you a discount. That goes to a landing page for me. I don't make any money out of that, but they will give you a discount if you mention me. And, you know, of course, they're hoping that if they give you a discount, then you'll share news about them, you know, with other people as well. Cybertruck. Okay, there's been two accidents recently. One of them wasn't too bad, but this one here, you can see the Cybertruck. This is the worst Cybertruck accident in history that I know of. Now, in terms of deaths, fortunately, no one died, which is amazing. Someone is in, I believe, critical condition. The other three occupants in the Cybertruck, there was four of them. They're all fine. They've got a few scratches, but they're fine, which is ridiculous. How the hell does that happen when you do this to a Cybertruck? I don't understand this. This accident was in Guadalajara, which is where I believe Canelo Alvarez, one of my favorite boxers, comes from. It happened just yesterday in the early hours, and there's not a lot of details about this vehicle, but we do know that there was no other vehicles involved. Now, some of the media are saying there's no serious injuries reported, but I actually had a look on some other pages, and I found people saying that actually there was some serious injuries. They're saying one person was potentially in critical condition, which that may not be true, but that's what people are saying on X. They're saying 4 people were injured, including a woman who was in critical condition after the rollover of a Cybertruck. It's very hard to roll a Cybertruck. I know people think that's probably not true, but actually it is. So very few accidents involve Cybertrucks being rolled. It's just incredibly difficult to do because there is so much weight at the bottom of the vehicle. So very different to a normal pickup truck. You know, normal pickup trucks, they're jacked up, they're high, and there's a lot of weight up high. The engine's sitting up really, really high. But in an electric pickup truck or electric ute, there is so much weight at the bottom of the vehicle, and the batteries are all lined, you know, at the bottom of the vehicle. So it's a pretty even weight distribution. Very, very stable cars. Very, very, very good traction control, crash mitigation avoidance systems. So to see this Cybertruck, this kind of destruction happen, truly remarkable. Now, I'm kind of curious, were these people driving under the influence? Can't say if they were or not, but honestly, if you have a single vehicle accident like this and you're driving at this kind of speed, I suggest there's probably something weird going on. People just doing crazy stuff, because as we can see here, there's no other cars involved whatsoever. Does this mean the Cybertruck isn't safe? No, actually, it means it's insanely safe. Look at it. It's just mashed. I mean, this thing has taken an enormous beating, and it seems as though 3 of the occupants are totally fine. One of them is going to be okay, but they are in critical care. But honestly, I think it kind of proves the point here. Electric vehicles are very, very safe. And of course, the Cybertruck uses the Tesla's exoskeleton, and it does have a structural battery pack as well. That most certainly helps it to be safer. One of the things that someone mentioned is, look at the vehicle. It's been destroyed, and the battery has not caught fire. Amazing. Sometimes you find with electric vehicle crashes like this, when they get just annihilated, there is no fire at the start, and then a fire happens a couple of days later. There's a good chance that'll happen, but by then, of course, this vehicle will be off somewhere, who knows where, put it in a safe location to be scrapped and to be destroyed, and probably to be, you know, there's probably some stuff left in it that's of some value, but not much at all. When I drove a Cybertruck in the United States, I drove it with full self-driving on, and at first I was a little scared. But honestly, it drove better than me. I promise you, I'm not making that, I'm not lying at all. It definitely drove better than me. It modulated the throttle better than I could. I actually think I'm not a bad driver. I'm a fairly aggressive driver, and I think when you're like that, your skills kind of develop and improve. Have done a fair few track days and things. I'm not a great driver, I'm not bad. But I tried as hard as I could to drive the Cybertruck smoothly, but I could not drive it as well as full self-driving did. I couldn't believe it. There was no interventions, but by the way, for about an hour of driving, I don't know what it was, 20, 30 miles. Anyway, it was an amazing experience. So if these guys had full self-driving and turned it on, this probably wouldn't have happened. But that said, full self-driving it's not a guarantee yet. I mean, it's not perfect yet, but I don't see it causing this. Thanks for watching.